Hey guys, welcome back to my heartstrings, everybody. So, all of my stuff was already set up in here from doing the client video. Y'all, look at that. That is gray hair on my head. It's not a big part, it is gray hair. But from back here, it looks like I have a mile wide part. I am not balding. It's time to wash that gray right out of my hair for all you Gen Xers. Anyway, guys, all my stuff was just already set up. And I wanted to do a video for you guys because I think I might be sleepwalking. And there's been 2 incidents of stuff that has happened that concerned me. I got something in my eye, y'all. And it made me think, am I sleepwalking? Well, the first incident, I had put my pajamas on and crawled into bed, go to sleep, and I know I got to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. I always do, most of the time. A few times a week, maybe not, but most of the time I do. And I got up the next morning, went into the living room, and it was like an hour later, I realized, where are my pajama bottoms? The bottoms to my pajama set. It was a matching set. And actually, it's one of my favorites. It had little coffee cups on it. And I'm like, where are my pajama pants? This is crazy. And I started looking in all the places, all the basic places that you would think your pajama bottoms might be. I looked in the bedroom, in the covers, maybe as a knock because it got hot, behind the bed, under the bed, on the floor. My suitcase was still on the floor from our vacation to California. I looked in there, nothing. I looked in the wash. We have a washer dryer combo, nothing. I was looking and looking and looking and looking and looking and looking. And so I just started looking in the living room. Did I take them off in the morning, not remember? I spent half the day looking for these pajama bottoms. And I think it was sometime between 1 and 2 o'clock, I finally found those pajama bottoms. And you guys, I have one of those metal 2-tier vegetable basket racks on my island for fruits. And my pajama bottoms were in that basket. No, that is not something I would do on the normal. And I'm like, why are they in there? And we don't know. And I thought, well, maybe I'm sleepwalking. My husband goes, no, just maybe you weren't paying attention to what you were doing and you just put them in there. I'm like, no, I would not do that. And the next week, so week before last was the first incident. And maybe it was this week. Maybe it was last week was the first incident. And this week was the second. I think it was this week. I went to bed and I laid down and I remembered I had one of those little, it's one of the little tiny hair ponytail things with the little rubber dots on it. And I wear them as bracelets so that if I need to just throw my hair up for something to clean or do something, I can. And I took a hair down and put it on my arm. And I'm like, well, I have my watch on this wrist and the ponytail thing on this wrist. Is it going to drive me nuts? Is it going to bug me? Because that's how I am. It's out of the norm and it could bug me. And I thought, no worries. And I went to sleep. And I got up the next morning, every morning like clockwork. I tapped my watch so I can upload all of my sleep information. So I can send it to my phone and check my sleep habits. As a cardiac patient and a sudden cardiac arrest survivor, and I have a pacemaker, sleep is one of the biggest primary things that I have to pay attention to, and I want to. And I went to tap my watch. I'm like, where's my watch? Where is my what? So I thought, I must have left it on the charger. But no, I remember the ponytail thing and the watch. Maybe I took it off and put it on the charger in my sleep. It wasn't on, and I have 2 of those chargers, one in the living room and one in our bedroom. It wasn't on either of them. Like, oh my God. I was literally thinking, here I go again. We can't find something. I'm like, where is it going to be today? And I did. I was like, where's this thing going to be today? Because I looked in the bed, nothing. Behind the bed, under my pillow, in the pillowcase. Just places I could have randomly stuck it. On the floor. I checked all over my nightstand, nothing. I have this little drawer on my nightstand, nothing. I went and looked all over the sofa, just think that I'd just take it off for a minute and forget, nothing. Ottoman, nothing. And I have an ottoman that opens, nothing, it wasn't inside. I'm like, kitchen, did I take it off when I made coffee? I haven't made coffee yet. Walked all around the kitchen. Did I take it off when I went to the bathroom? That's dumb. Not in the bathroom. And I'm like, so I bring up my phone to find my watch. I have the Google thing. You can find my earbuds, my phone, but you have it in your hand, or my watch. And I turned it on, and it said, it's showing. And I walked around the house, and it kind of guided me, and it pinged, it made a sound. And where I found it is not someplace I would put it. I literally thought my husband found it on the floor and picked it up. Because it was, we have like, say, here's our bed facing this wall. And on each side, there's a TV and a big console in the middle. And on each side of that console are these big ladder shelves, these wooden ladder shelves. And on one side, it's DVDs. We collect them. And on the other side, my husband has some of his jeans and T-shirts and stuff folded on there. That watch was on that bookshelf to the right with all the DVDs. I'm like, Rick must have found it, picked it up. And when he called for lunch, called for break, I asked him, where'd you find my watch? And he goes, what do you mean, where did I find your watch? It's like, it was on the ladder shelf with the DVDs. He goes, I didn't do anything with it. And you guys, I would not just take my watch off and set it up there. When I take my watch off, it goes on either one of the chargers or my arm. I cannot explain how that watch got on that ladder shelf with those DVDs. The same thing with the pajama pants in the fruit basket. Tell me, guys, tell me, do you think I might be sleepwalking? And comment down below, please. Tell me if I'm sleepwalking. And tell me if you think the weird dream, if you didn't see my weird dream video, go back and watch the weird dream video and tell me if that could be connected to sleepwalking. Because the second dream and the second missing item happened this week. The weird dream and the watch. So comment down below and tell me, do you think I'm sleepwalking? And is the dream somehow connected? Because honestly, I'm not under any stress. I am doing great. And the only thing I changed is, guys, I'm coming off I was in high ketosis, I think, when some of this happened. Comment down below. I was possibly in a high ketosis level when some of this happened. Could I be sleepwalking? Did the dream have anything maybe to connect it in any way? Comment down below, guys, and I will be coming at you with more content. I'm hoping to get some client training videos coming up. I'm hoping. But anyway, guys, thank you so, so much. I hope you go also and check out the video about my first client and unboxing and testing some new holistic tools. I love you guys so, so much. And remember, I'll be vlogging you later, and have a blessed evening.